Hello and welcome to a brand new video. We are right now in X-Play Mobile, which is a flight simulator for Android and iOS. We're going to be choosing the Cessna 172 SP here. We have already talked about the Cirrus jet. Besides it, let's add some more weight. So half weight, save that. Then let's just choose a nice airport. Let us fly. The Cessna 172 is a one-propellered aircraft that's actually mostly used for private purposes. It's mostly actually used to teach them how to fly, so two pilots and then the passengers. Here in this configuration we only have 4 seats, so only 4 people can be seated in here. We have 2 doors on each side. We have the one propeller in the front. We are in a small airport in Hawaii. We're gonna be starting at the runway at runway 23. And the scenery here is actually very good. I really like it. Let's get into the cockpit. Here we can open the door. Let's just try to taxi on the runway. Put some flaps on. Let's get ready to take off. And just enjoy the last view of this airport here. We have the tower, nicely done. Then the terminals, a parking lot, and 2 other hangars. I really like the scenery here. It's really very nice. It's very nicely done. Okay, let's full throttle and release brakes. We're now at 60 knots. We should be able to rotate. No. Okay, that was rather bad. Let's just retry that. Also, the Cessna is not pressurized, so we won't be able to fly very high up, which you probably won't expect in such a small plane. This is actually a quite nice airport. It's near the ocean, and there's also some terminals and a parking lot here. Let's put some flaps. Let's just extend to full flaps. Good. And to full throttle, and then we can just take off. Also, one thing with one-propeller aircraft is that if you're on the runway, they always automatically steer to the left, so you always have to counter-steer to the right, which I was doing there. Now we have taken off, and we are stably flying. Let's just get the autopilot in. Okay, let's go in for a landing. Also, the Cessna 172 doesn't have retractable landing gear. The landing gear is pretty much always there, though there is the Cessna 180. I think they one can actually retract the landing gear, though that did not really look very good because it looks very weird. We can already see the runway, and I think we should be descending a little bit more. and we'll just put some flaps. That would be fine. Let's try to land properly and not land badly, as I mostly do. I really do actually like the scenery in X-Plane because it's really nice. It's really nicely done. It's very detailed. Also, all the airports are extremely detailed and all of that. I really like it. I think we should be descending a little bit more and getting more of a path there. I think we're now a little bit too low, as a matter of fact. We should be gaining some altitude. Let's put some flaps. I think 20 should be enough. This is a very unstable flight. Now we're a little bit too high. We are very high. And we're stalling out. This isn't a great flight. Oof, okay. This is rather bad. But I think we stopped. Yes, we have actually stopped successfully. Let's replay that. I think the approach is actually quite decent, though at the end I kind of messed up. Let's skip a little bit to the front. Yes, here we can see that I was stalling out, and I actually saved myself in the last second, and I did actually kind of bounce there. Okay, let's try a different airport, a different location. X-Plane Mobile actually runs quite nicely on my device here, and my graphics are on high, and that is actually quite good. Here we have quite a thin runway, I think. Yes, this runway is extremely thin, but okay. We have some cars here, and I think this is a local airport. There are some houses here, like this one, which looks quite nice. But I don't know how we'll taxi to the runway, though. Okay. Let's get into the cockpit, and yes, taxi. The rudder is actually quite strong here on the Cessna 172. Let's apply some flaps and taxi, and I think we can actually already take off. As a matter of fact, yes, I'm already tail striking. This was a very probably unhealthy takeoff. I think I don't think that was too good. We can also open the door here, and then it gets louder. And just apply some. Oh, we can open that. Okay. Let's remove flaps, and also my autopilot is doing weird stuff. But let's look at that takeoff there. We are actually taxiing quite badly. This one was actually quite narrow, and I was tail striking. The tail is probably off already. I doubt that it's still okay, but we're flying. That's good. Okay. Let's do fuel selector to left, and let's. And the parking brake is here. Here we have some lights. So we can actually switch off the engines. What are we doing? We are we have we are crashing right now. I don't know how this is possible. The autopilot should actually be able to not crash me. What's okay. Now it's stalling us out. This autopilot is not the best. I don't really like it. Just increase my vertical speed, which means I will go up, but I think I'll stall out if I do this too much. I just put it on around 30. Okay, we are still stalling. Let's open the door and jump out. No, just kidding. We are stalling again, and we can't even put the autopilot back on. Let's do this. This should be good. This should lead us to not a stall. Now we shouldn't have power for the system anymore. Now we are stalling out again. For some reason we are stalling out. Now we don't have any control of the plane anymore. We have switched off both batteries, and we shouldn't have any control anymore. No, as we can see, we do not. We actually still do have some rudder control there. So that's it, I think. Let's just switch them on again. And save ourselves. Like this, that's good. And let's just switch off the engine and land. Let's start the engine again. Good, and then we're flying again. That was a good flight here. I've pulled mixture. Mixture just switches off the engine, and one cannot switch it back on, or one can. Let's land. Let's do an emergency landing. We are stalling out. That is not good. Let's just jump out. Let's open all the doors. And we've crashed. The crash animation here is actually quite nicely. I really like it.